Our last tab is our correction to physician directory. So the tools that you're going to use for this particular tab, again, are down in the lower right corner. As always, the first tab is our legend button indicating what the various symbols on the map will mean. The next button is one you actually haven't seen before, so this is going to be your edit button, okay? So this is going to help you make changes to your data. So in order to do this, typically speaking, you would find the location where you want to make a correction. So the easiest way to do that is to go up here to the upper left corner and then type in the address that you're looking for. So in my case, I'm going to put a doctor in the Killam Library. So this is 6225 University Avenue in Halifax. Okay, and it's going to zoom in on the actual Killam Library. So now that I know where my address is, then I can in this edit tab select which type of edit I need to make. So in my particular case, I'm going to fill in a missing doctor. So I'm going to click on the tab over here in the panel, and then I'm going to go to my map to the correct location. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to just click on the left button, and you can see a pop-up's going to appear. And this is where I get to enter the information. So in my case, I'm going to make myself a doctor, and I'm going to have a family medicine specialty. And then where possible, we've given you drop downs. So the general specialty, again, I'm going to be family medicine. The label, so this is what will appear on our physician directory map. So again, I'm family medicine. If I was a cardiologist, then I may be an adult or pediatric specialist, depending on what I need to do. Next, I'm going to go down and enter my street address. So it's 6225. Maybe I'm going to be in Suite 22. My street name is going to be University. How it's spelled correctly. And this is Avenue. The city is in Halifax. I'm going to keep on scrolling down my list here. I'm going to enter my postal code, my phone number, okay, my fax number if I have one, which health zone I'm in. So again, particularly if you're adding doctors, you need to fill in as much of this data as possible. So my notes, I'm going to say I'm a new doctor as of August 2022. Okay, so the issue is missing. That's picked up automatically. And then if I have wait time, so if I'm a specialist of some sort, I can enter the link in here. When I'm finished, I can just click the closed button. Okay, so you'll notice that there's a little point. It doesn't have the same symbology as the rest of the map at this point. Don't even worry about that. That is normal. Okay, so again, I've added my point to my map, and I can zoom out and I can see that with the rest of the points. And note, it will not have the same symbology what's showing here until a new point is added. Okay, so if I wanted to add an additional point, then this symbol would automatically update properly. Anybody on the other side will be able to see it. But what happens if I've made some sort of mistake? Okay, so again, I will need to be on this edit option here. So again, depending on what the mistake is, if it's something to do with what I filled in, then I can use this attribute button. And by default, it will be on the last one I selected. So, oh, whoops. I, in fact, do have a fax number, so I can enter that in. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I'm just going to click close. So there is no save, just to be clear. Okay. If, on the other hand, I wanted to remove a point, so if I've entered something incorrectly, what I can do is I can make sure the point is selected. So again, what I've done is I've used this up-down button here, and it will show you all the doctors that are currently shown on your window. So you can see right now there's 3 doctors, so if I zoom in a lot, then the only doctor here is the one that I just entered. So if I want to remove it, I can just click on it here. It selects it. You'll notice the symbol changes. And then over here in the edit panel, I can click on the red X and I can delete the point. Okay, you'll notice it's still showing down here in my list until I hit the refresh button, and you'll see it automatically disappears. And when I zoom out, then I do not have that point any longer on my map. So that's how you use the edit button. The rest of these buttons should look familiar to you. The next button is your layer button, which will allow you to turn layers on and off. The next is your measure tool. And the final button is your about tool, which will give you information about how to use the various buttons, as well as our feedback tool here. Okay, so you will also notice that there are a couple of links to help you use this tool within the about as well. So again, this is our correction to physician directory tab.